is going to fall into the animal fights category. Now, this is not as outside the box as last time, but one of these is on your side, and the other wants to kill you. Which do you choose to fight on your team? 3 black bears or 15 gray wolves? One of them will fight you to the death. The other one will protect you. Do you pick the 3 black bears to be your protectors and your 15 gray wolves to be your attackers? Or do you pick your 15 gray wolves to be your protectors and your black bears to be your attackers? Wesley, you can choose, and you can choose now.
Shoo. So I gotta assume... Damn. This is like, we posted a video the other day about how many men to kill a grizzly. And this is almost, how many wolves to kill a grizzly? Does it take 5 to kind of like nip and pick and man. I just think for sheer protection, I'm building a wall and nothing's getting through this. Man, maybe not. I was going to go with the grizzlies, but I figure maybe like one of those wolves can get behind one of those 3 grizzlies.
Because you have to worry about yourself. This is where I think the key to the question is. Like, you're really doing jack shit in the fight. You're just kind of standing there and you're kind of side of your eye. You may be doing a few swivel moves to see where something is. Mm-hmm. But then I think the other thing you need to take into account here, Wes, is which ones are going to be
the better protectors,
more protective of you.
Yeah.
And I don't know how black bears are with like loyalty.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the wolves because they're pack animals. And they're good at protecting each other, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they will protect me well enough to where I can get to safety, or maybe I can get a stab at one of the bears when they're not looking at me, because these suckers I see them, they surround them, they nip at the rear end, and when it turns around, another one gets it. They're good at doing like that. They hunt like that.
Okay, Alan, what do you think?
I like it. I think I'm going Bears.
Okay.
I was always going Bears, just so we're clear. I think they are unpredictable. You're right. They could just say "fuck you" and eat me. But
I think I've said that to a few people before. Fuck you, eat me.
They're just more formidable. Like, I think 3 black bears, if on the same side and working towards the same goal, which is to destroy 10 wolves. Was it 10?
15.
15 wolves, still perfectly fine with that. 3 bears versus 15 wolves. If they're actually accomplishing that goal, they wipe out 15 wolves. I feel like maybe one of them dies, but not immediately. It's like over a couple of days that they just can't recover from a fucking gash or something. But 15 wolves are dying in that day. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
and even if if things went awry, hypothetically, I could hop on my bear's back and it can climb trees. Wolves can't do that. So, hypothetically speaking, if it makes its own escape, I could just hop on and we'll hope for the best. I mean, it's not the best plan A, but
I just imagine now
it's
Alan
a better
riding,
plan B.
I just imagine Alan mounting the back end of a bear and just riding out of the forest. And but you'd be riding out of the forest in defeat because you'd be retreating from the fight.
Yeah,
so
but you'd be
it almost
alive.
sounds like you're admitting defeat right now.
Yeah, but you'd be alive. Isn't the whole game to stay alive here?
Okay, fair enough. Okay, you found the loophole of my question here. Now,
I answered the question?
I think so, maybe. You answered the unanswerable. I broke it down like this. Okay, I said 15 gray wolves, and they would be protecting me, and this is why. That's 5 wolves per bear. I believe a black bear is about 6.5 to 7 feet tall. They're not as big as a grizzly. They're not quite as ferocious, so they're not quite as just like bloodthirsty violent. They still fight, and they're still a fucking bear. But 5 gray wolves, I think a gray wolf is about 3/4 the size of like a tiger. That's a big fucking dog. And dogs are mean. And if we're so scared of a pit bull, imagine how scared you should be of a gray wolf. Now, I admit there's probably going to be about 4 to 5 gray wolves meeting their maker that day. But I think if there's 5 of them, if they can get that bear to a point where one of them can get up and get a good old-fashioned, just violent dog vice grip on the neck, I think you could probably take out 3 black bears with 15 gray wolves. Plus, they're loyal. They're not going to leave you, even if they're maimed or hurt. And, yeah, I think I have the best chance with the gray wolves versus the bears. I feel like the bears just be like, all of a sudden go batshit crazy and then just take me out just because, hey, he's dead. Let's go. Let's go eat some chocolate that tastes like shit.
You stole my thunder. I was about to say something like that.